Okay.
So we've set up the vehicle outside, we've got a power cable in, we've got the gas switched on and turned on, and we've got a full tank of fresh water. We need to start switching it on now, and we're going to deal with the right hand control panel first.
Okay.
So all the buttons on the top is to switch something on, or the buttons on the bottom is just for information. So we'll go top left and we'll switch our master switch on. It'll light up, do its own inboard check, and it's showing us now we're hooked up on the electric and it's working fine. If we were wild camping, the top one would be indicated, not the bottom one. Next, we want to put our 12 volts on. As you can see underneath the bed, the lights have come on automatically. If they wasn't on, they would stay off, but we left them on just for the purpose of the demonstration. Third one is our water pump. Our water pump is now active. As soon as we switch the taps on, it will start working. You can leave that on all the time you're in the vehicle while on holiday. Last but not least, the one on top is where I showed you your outside awning light is. That switches on your outside awning. Like I said, each one on the bottom is just for information. As I press each one, watch it illuminate on the left hand side. Bottom left will show you the state of the vehicle battery. Fully charged and illuminated on the left hand side. Second one will show you the charge of your leisure battery, fully charged, illuminated on the left hand side. Third one, very good of a night time. It shows you how much fresh water you've got left in your tank. At the moment you can see there's half a tank in there just for the demonstration, and it's illuminated on the left hand side. Last but not least, it's just the brightness and dimness of that control panel. Might be too bright of a night time, so you can turn it down and turn it up. That's all 4 buttons pressed, and hopefully you'll notice the bottom left indicator there didn't illuminate. That's for your dirty water, and it will only start flashing red when it's 3/4 and above full, telling you it's time to start emptying the container. Once we've done that, good practice now before we start switching our hot water on, go to the tap, because we've got our master switch on, we've got our pump on. We go to any tap in the motorhome and put our hot water tap on. To begin with, it wouldn't do that. It would spit, sputter, get water everywhere, drawing all the air out of the system, drawing cold water into your hot water container, and then running through normally like that. If we don't do that and put the hot water on, there's a chance we can burn our hot water container out. So we've done that. Now it's time to start switching our central heating and hot water on. Truma, press the big button to wake it up. The first one flashing there, a picture of a motorhome with a thermometer inside it, is our central heating. Press it to go into it. We can have our central heating off. A minimum of 5 degrees, or maybe in the heat of the winter, we can have it all the way up to 30 degrees inside the motorhome. Say we wanted at 19 degrees, press it to, or turn it to 19, press the big button. That's now set at 19 degrees. There's nothing you need to do to it unless you want to turn it up or turn it down. To the left of it, that's your regulator, exactly the same as at home, your immersion heater. That's just regulating your central heating at all times. Turn the dial slightly to the thermometer. This is our hot water. We can have our hot water off. We can have it on eco, which is 40 degrees, hot, which is 60 degrees, or boost it to hot when you first get to the campsite, or if you're having a shower, it'll boost it quicker to get it back to hot. We'll leave it on hot water at all times. Turn the dial slightly, gas bottle with lightning strikes. This is what type of power you want to use inside the vehicle. Press it to go into it. You can have your central heating and hot water working on just gas. In the middle of the field, wild camping, happy days. If you're on a campsite using electric, mix 1 kilowatt of electric and a bit of gas if need be. Mix 2, up to 3 kilowatts of electric and a bit of gas if need be. Electric 1 kilowatt of electric. Electric 2, up to 3 kilowatts of electric. Like I said, if you're on a campsite using electric, the best one to have it on is mix 2. Why? It's predominantly using the electric that you paid for, happy days. However, while you are up and about, enjoying the vehicle, and there's a problem with the electric, so if you've got it on the mix 2, it's showing you, or it's letting you use electric that you paid for, happy days. However, if and when you are out and about having a nice family day out with you and the partners and the children, and there is a power cut, it will automatically jump over onto the gas and keep the vehicle where it needs to be. as and when that electric comes back on, it stops using the gas and straight back to electric, so it doesn't waste your gas. Last but not least on there, picture of a fan. Please don't confuse it with aircon. It's not, it's blown heating. So whatever temperature you've got your heating on, that's what it's going to push around the vehicle. You can have it on nice and high, or you can have eco, and it'll just gently rotate it all the time you're in the vehicle. There is other buttons that is on there, but I'm not going to go through it. It's all in the user manual telling what you need to do. Moving around the vehicle, you've got your nice new TV that you've asked to be fitted, and it just stows away inside there when you've got all the heating when you're not using it, and it's all set up ready to go. Atop of the microwave, you've got two boxes. The first one, the white box on the left hand side, is your TV booster box. As soon as you put your master switch on, that starts boosting the signal from there into your TV, giving you a picture. The one on the right hand side is your Bluetooth capability. What you can do is you can buy a prepaid SIM card that goes into the top of there. You'll then download the free app onto your mobile phones. You can then send a picture from your a text from your phone to the box to turn the heating up and heating down. Underneath that, you've got your microwave. Just one to note, with your microwave and your electric ring, you can only use these two when you're on your 230 power supply. So when you're wild camping, you can't use these. Large fridge freezer, power button on the left hand side. It'll light up, do its own inboard check, and always go back to the last thing you were using. At the moment, it was using on gas. As a solid light, it's working fine. If you want to change it to something else, press the square button. Until it turns over. At the moment, we've got it on automatic. So it's automatically choosing electric as the best source. If we have a power cut again now, it will automatically jump straight over onto the gas. And then if we disconnect the electric and the gas, it will jump straight over onto the vehicle battery. But it won't work on the vehicle battery until the vehicle is running. As you can see there, a solid light is working at all times. If at any time you see it flashing or there's a red symbol inside there, there's a problem. For example, if we were to put it onto the battery now, the vehicle battery, it's flashing, it's a spanner and a number. In the user manual it will tell us, but what's the problem? The vehicle isn't running. If we started the vehicle now, that would go solid, it's working fine. At the end of the holiday, switch it off completely by the left hand side. Turning around into the kitchen compartment, storage up above. You've got your lighting on the left hand side with your ventilator taking it out of the vehicle. When you're not using the appliances, all the lids can go down and you've got plenty of work surface. And as you can see on the window, you've got your blackout screens, fly screens. Point to note, on the newer vehicles, you have to press in the button to open the catches. It's added security for the vehicle itself. I'll show you the top, but I have had the oven and grill working and it's working fine. Hopefully you can see the blue flame on the video. But it's working fine on the side there. Underneath there, a little bit of storage inside there. 12-volt adapter and a 3-pin plug for toasters, kettles within the kitchen. Cutlery drawer. Point to note, on the back of the cutlery drawer, you've got your 4 gas isolation valves. You as a customer don't need to touch them. It's more for the technicians when it comes in for servicing. You've got your anti-slamming drawers, so no matter how hard you push it, it won't let it slam, but you have to remember to lock it off to keep it in position. Larger pots and pans inside there, and a smaller one drop down on the bottom inside there. Inside the toilet and shower compartment, you've got your own little wash basin, again to wash hands inside there. You've then got your toilet that you can use in whatever position you want to. Just remember, on the front of it is your opening and closing of the toilet itself. As long as you've got your master switch on and your pump on that you leave on at all times and fresh water in the water container, it's a normal working flush. Close it off once finished. Your nice big wardrobe on the back of the vehicle. Inside there is all your brand new carpets and showing around. We don't put your carpets down and walk all over them. please put them down at your own pleasure. And you notice on the left hand side, it gives you the diagram of how to set up your beds. On the left hand side, you've got your shower. I'm not going to set it away and get it soaking wet in there. It has been on, it has been tested, it's working fine. To close the doors, top catch, close it behind you. Onto the front bed and seating area. Front double bed, obviously stowed away in the ceiling, as and when you want to use it of a night time. Underneath you've got your electric switch. Bring it down. If you start bringing it down and you realise there is somebody underneath it, as soon as you take your finger off the button, it will stop. So you're not going to bash anybody on the head. It will come down to its preset position. You've then got your ladder, which is in the rear garage, to gain up top. As you can see there, if the little ones are sleeping up there, you've got your safety net all the way around the bed so nobody falls out. And that end being the master bed or the master end of the bedroom, and that's your night light on there as well. Hopefully you won't, but I have to say it as a part of the video, please don't lay on the bed and use the switch to go up and down, as the motor will burn out and we can tell. It's a brand new vehicle, it's a brand new electric appliance, but nobody knows when anything is going to break. So if you're on holiday and it's all the way up, all the way down, halfway, whatever, and the electric stopped working on the bed, on the right hand side, under that black compartment there, in your user handbook and in your handbag, you've got a spanner that you can manually wind the bed up, manually wind the bed down, enjoy the rest of your holiday, so at your earliest opportunity you can bring it back and get it fixed. You've got your two-person travelling seats, so you can get 4 people in the vehicle while travelling, happy days, and you've got your nice table that they can rest on while travelling. To move it around, on the right hand side there's a black handle. Depress it and it'll move no matter where you want it to go. Now you'll notice again, the outer person has got plenty of leg room, the inner person has got no leg room. To overcome that, take that cushion out, it would stow away in the rear shed. Put that down, denoting both people have got plenty of leg room. Underneath that one there, it's just where you can put plenty of storage or anything inside there. And the bottom bed turns into a bed as well. And the way we do that, underneath the chair, you'll notice there's a switch on the bottom. You'll get it in the right position so it sits on that level, and a level there. You would bring it down, you would then fit all the cushions to turn it into the bottom bunk bed. Once you're finished, back up it goes, and again, no matter where you want it to go. Last but not least, underneath this cushion, left hand side, control panel for your solar panel. It's all in the user manual, and all your switches and fuses exactly the same as in the house, all in the user manual. In the right hand side, that black box is where all your hot water is stored. I've shown you outside how to fill your fresh water, how to drain your fresh water, and to drain your dirty water. At the end of every holiday, we need to drain this as well. And on the right hand side, that black box, the blue handle, at the moment is in the 3 to 9 position. You need to turn it 6 to 12 and you'll see a blue button that will pop out. That's now dropping all your hot water, denoting the blue button's out. To lock it back off, turn it back 3 to 9 and press in the blue button. Point to note, if you're not using the vehicle and you have left the water in there for whatever reason, if the temperature drops below 3 degrees in and around that compartment, it will think you're not using the vehicle and automatically dump that water. Thank you very much.